Welcome back to AM Live. I'm here with the lovely Roberta, my friend, and I must say my mentor. I adore this woman, and without her even knowing it, she gives me so much uplift and happiness. I appreciate that.
Thank
So
you.
I want you, and you are a life coach,
I am.
and a great one. I want you to talk about your upcoming event because I think it's very, very important for women out there to know. We're kind of on a woman's theme today, but sometimes it's needed and it needs to be brought home hard that we need to say it's okay to think of ourselves.
Yeah, obviously, everyone, men or women, need to take care of their own needs. But so often, I think women especially, are very busy taking care of their husbands or their families or their friends and neighbors.
Sure.
And there's almost a feeling of guilt for having any needs of your own. And so we don't always stop to take care of what we need in our lives. And that's what my Bodacious Self Care for Women is going to
There you go.
And I just love that word, bodacious. To me, it means full and energy and a feminine kind of a bold and beautiful.
Right.
You know, not frou-frou, just feminine energy and fun.
A fun type of a woman.
Feeling all of who you are. And so I think that having that time period, I want to just focus on having the group of women come and be there just for their time, learning about what really they need in their life to make them feel joyful and happy and full.
And no guilt. There shouldn't be guilt.
No guilt.
None,
Stop the guilt.
None. Matter of fact, because we were talking, Linda was talking about this before, and there comes a time, like you have said many times, where you put your hand up and say, stop, it's my turn now.
Well, you know, we are good at taking care of others. That's part of
nurturing.
Yes, that's
right.
Part of who we are as women. However, if you allow yourself to get depleted, there's nothing more else to give. And I think that's what we need to do is re-energize, to renew, to refresh, and to come back with power and energy.
And when mentally, emotionally you're drained and you're exhausted, it starts to touch upon your physical being.
Oh, yeah.
And when you get to that stage, then all the negative emotions and feelings start coming out, and then you're fighting yourself. And you can't be good for other people as well as yourself.
So true. So one of the other things, like you said, the negative things that you bring on yourself, one of the things we're going to focus on in the workshop are those negative messages that we say to ourselves. I don't deserve it. I couldn't do that. Oh, that costs too much money. I shouldn't do that. You know, whatever it is that our messages are, there's a way to turn that around and say, how can I reframe that and allow that into my life, bring it in. And it doesn't have to be something you do every day or even every week. I like to say put it on your calendar because it's like setting a goal. When it's out there, it changes how you think. It changes your perspective about, oh, I'm looking forward to seeing the grandkids in, January. Or
Sure.
I'm looking forward, for me, I get to go backpacking next summer. I may not do it but once a year. But if I have that to look forward to,
It's your goal.
It's my goal.
Right.
It changes what I do. It's like, oh, I better not gain any more weight, or that pack on my back is going to be extra heavy.
Sure.
So all of those things, when we have a goal, when we set something that's really important to us in our lives, makes a difference, and that's part of what we're going to focus on.
Another thing, when you set a goal or when you're looking forward to something, like I went with both my girls and my granddaughter down this summer. We went to a softball big tournament for a week, and I was putting stuff aside and planning. I mean, I planned for like
that was
2 or
half
3
the
months.
fun, right?
Yeah, and everybody was laughing at me. Oh, Ma, you look in her suitcase or her purse, she's got it or whatever. But because, Danielle does it all the time with Courtney. They're all over the place.
Yeah.
But the thing is that when you look forward to something like that, it makes it much more enjoyable. And
it makes every day more enjoyable, not just
Yes.
that event, but it adds something to
right,
today.
Right,
Yeah.
and when you think, okay, when I go shopping today, it's not going to be, oh, I got to go shopping. It's like, okay, but I'm going to look for this extra just for me, because I want to use that. So I think that it's important for people to remember that it's okay to be number one sometimes.
Yeah.
You have to put yourself number one. Because
Not all the time, but occasionally
what's that old
it's
saying?
important.
If mama ain't happy, nobody is happy.
That's a good point.
So
Or in the airline, put the air mask on
Right.
yourself first before you take care of somebody else. You have to
absolutely.
have your own being full of energy before you can assist somebody else.
Right. You have to be mentally and emotionally ready, and that makes you physically ready. And I think that we put too much stress on us of things that are really not important. Because when you look back at them, you think, why was I worried about that? I mean, who cares? And I think that that brings us around full circle. So tell everybody if they want to sign up, where is it going to be, how much, the times, and how they can contact you.
Okay, first of all, it's going to be November 8th, Saturday, from 11:30 to 5:30. We're going to do it at Yoga Moment Studio up in the Buckhorn Plaza in Pioneer.
Great.
So the space is limited, so it's really important to register beforehand so I know how many are coming because it's
Sure. Plenty of
certain amount.
parking. It's a great place.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
And it's $75, but if you register before November 1st, then it's $60. So it's a good
Great.
discount if you register early.
Great.
And you can contact me at www.robertapickett.com and register online, or you can email me at pickettcoaching@gmail.com. And my phone number is 209-295-6493. So any of those three methods, you can do it. Did I leave anything out?
No.
Oh, it's going to include a light lunch, so even though it's 11:30 to
Right.
5:30, we'll be breaking bread together. That's
Absolutely,
part of
and
the joy.
that's important too, and especially with bring along a friend.
Absolutely.
I think that's
Yeah. Yeah.
important because you're sharing something that maybe they don't know, and you're going to be making new friends. So I think it's very, very important to do that, and don't say I can't afford it now or whatever. You can. Just do it. It's just going to be a lot of fun, and it's something that I think that everybody needs at times to be told that it's okay.
And we're coming into the holiday season. It gets crazy. We all know how crazy it gets
Sure.
from November through the end of the year. And so take a little time to
Right.
fill
And
back up
this is a
before you
great
go
great Christmas present for mom or your wife, or if anybody.
that.
It's a
That's
great
a great idea.
present. Do it. Or if you would like to have somebody special in your life, bring her along and say, this is my Christmas present to you,
Yeah.
and we're going to go out and we're going to do this, because I think that's going to be a lot of fun. I think that's
Yay.
something that needs to be done. And it's nice to see people starting to tell women it's okay to take a deep breath and put your feet up and say, stop the world, it's my turn.
I want everyone to come out of there feeling very fulfilled, relaxed,
Bodacious.
energized, and totally bodacious.
And totally
Absolutely.
bodacious.
Yeah.
I believe it's time for me to take off. Am I right? So I'm going to take off and leave you. You know the because everybody knows Roberta has a show here. So while I'm running over there, why don't you tell them what you do?
I can do that. Thanks a lot for the warning.
You're welcome.
Well, what I do is I have a show here on TSPN TV on the... Okay.